Cinderella. Cinderella is a girl with a small glass shoes, a story that expresses oppression in which Cinderella's stepmother and her daughters hurt her. After her father's death, she lived in a hut with her stepmother and her daughters, for whom she was as a servant. But not all of these discomforts made her disappreciate. Cinderella always woke up with the hope that one day she would be happy too. Her friends were animals. One morning, when as always Cinderella was cleaning the house, the doorbell rang. An invitation had come from the ruler of the city. She gave the letter to her stepmother. The ruler of the city had set up a celebration for his son. He had invited all the beautiful girls and special ladies to attend this party. Cinderella asked her stepmother to come with them. Her stepmother said, "If you want to come with us, you have to do all your work and prepare a suitable dress for the party." Cinderella went to her room happily and took out her mother's clothes from the coffer to mend it. But her sisters called her to do their work. Until evening, Cinderella was busy preparing her sisters' clothes and failed to prepare her own clothes. From the morning, the little mice noticed the stepmother's plan. For this reason, by helping little birds, they prepared Cinderella's clothes, but Cinderella's sister tore her clothes. Cinderella became very upset and cried, and said to herself, "I have no chance anymore. I do everything, but I don't succeed at all." At the same time, she heard a voice saying to her, "Why, my dear, there is still one thing left for you, and that is your hope in your life. If you didn't have hope, I wasn't here now." Cinderella raised her head and saw the kind fairy, and she became happy. With her magical cane, she knocked the lazy pumpkin that was located in the garden, and she read a chant. And suddenly that pumpkin turned into a beautiful carriage and four beautiful mice, and his friends had turned to and kind home dog became his servant. Cinderella found herself in very beautiful clothes, and her shoes were like glass. Cinderella said to herself, "It's like a dream." The fairy told her, "Your dream does not last long. You have time until 12 o'clock at midnight, and everything returns to its original state." Cinderella thanked the fairy and walked toward the palace. When she reached the palace, everyone was amazed to see this beautiful girl, and they asked each other who that strange girl was. When the ruler's son saw Cinderella, it was very nice of him. He moved on ahead. The prince asked Cinderella to dance together. They danced and sang together. Time passed so early that Cinderella didn't realize. Suddenly, she heard the town's clock tower striking and noticed it was 12 o'clock. She became worried and ran to the staircase to get out of the palace. But at the same time, one of her shoes came off his feet. Cinderella walked away from the palace with a speed. And when it played its last bell at 12 o'clock, everything became like before. But Cinderella was happy to be able to attend the party. The next morning, The ruler ordered to look for a girl that the shoe fitted perfectly, since his son had said that would only marry the shoe owner. The king's agents tried the shoe on the feet of all the girls in the city until they finally reached to Cinderella's house. Cinderella's sister did everything to wear the shoes, but they failed. Cinderella moved on ahead and asked the minister to allow her to try the shoe. Cinderella's sister laughed. They said it was not possible because she was a housekeeper. But when the minister saw Cinderella with that, he allowed her to wear the shoes. Cinderella's foot fit easily into the shoes. They took Cinderella to the palace, and a great celebration was held for the wedding. And Cinderella achieved her dream despite all the problems and lived happily for many years.